I can see how it's gonna be. What's up, guys? It's Brandon from the Two Piece Mandem, and welcome to our new podcast, which is called Two Blacks Talk Football. He's gonna leave me hanging like that. What are you gonna do?
You're here with Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. This,
Yeah, man.
this black man I just found on the street.
Yeah, that's me.
So, pretty much, yeah. I've got this. I've got some questions for you.
All right.
So pretty much we're gonna talk about football because that's what it's called. Two blacks talk about football, nothing else.
All the way.
Yeah. So, number one, do you think Liverpool will win the league?
Of course. We're Dons. Liverpool's the best in the world, mate.
Liverpool's the best in the world.
Forget your Man Cities, mate. They're rubbish.
Well, I'm Man City crap.
Listen, man.
But why do you think?
All right. Let's put it this way, right? Man City have got the best players, yeah?
Yeah.
But we've got the determination to beat their asses, mate. Trust me. We're the Dons, mate.
But did you do it last season?
We were close to. But they, of course, with their quality, they just beat us.
Just.
Well, it's to say they just beat us. They got, mate, come on. They got some quality there, mate. Trust me. I won't deny that. Their team is on a level because that guy there, he's basically built that team up to be another Barcelona. That's what he's done.
That's pretty much what he's done. If I'm honest with you.
Definitely.
And do you think they can make this? Do you think how can Jurgen Klopp improve this Liverpool team?
Well, I personally think he needs another defender at the back, and I also think he needs a more creative player in the midfield. If the players he's got there are not creative enough.
All right. So, in terms of defender, what defender would you sign?
I don't know. I would have probably gone with a Dutch player. One of those players from Ajax. One of those defenders from there, mate. Yeah.
Was it? You mean De Ligt or someone like that?
Yeah, someone like that.
He's gone to like Juventus.
Yeah, but I would have gone for someone like that.
So you would sign an Ajax centre back?
Definitely.
Who's as good as Van Dijk or as close to it as Van Dijk?
As close as you can get to Van Dijk as possible.
Yeah, and you were talking about another creative player. Who would you sign for that?
Well, I was thinking about if we did take Coutinho back, that would have been nice, but we need someone better than Coutinho. We need someone on the level of Gerrard. That's what we need.
So here's the thing, Dad, with that.
You mean Paul?
Don't know who you are. Yeah. Pretty much. There's not a lot of players who are like Steven Gerrard, if I'm honest with you. There's not a lot of players.
Yeah, I know that, but we need to find someone who's even close to.
Okay, so who do you think in your eyes is as close to Steven Gerrard?
I haven't got a clue.
You don't any players?
I haven't got a clue, mate. Trust me.
So you tell me there's no player?
I don't know. Maybe we need to go to somewhere like Italy or Spain or something. But we need someone who's on that level, mate.
Who do you think's close to it?
I couldn't tell you.
You can tell me a player that's close to it?
Well, there's only one, and he's at Man City, isn't he? What's his name?
De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne. He's the nearest to Gerrard, isn't he?
You say he's the only one?
At the moment. Well, you got what's his name?
David
Silva, but he's not going to be around. He's going to retire soon, isn't he?
Yeah, it's true. I think Man City, they're just too OP with the players that they have. With your team...
Come on, they're not stupid, you know, dude. They got freaking two Arabs backing them up. Arabs backing them up, mate. Freaking hell. The money they've got behind them is freaking ridiculous. They've got players on the bench. They're sitting there not doing nothing, mate. And they're quality. I could... they've got a team B there that could kick anyone's up, kick any team all over the place. Trust me.
True, like it seems mad. And with Man City, I just feel as though like they're just unbeatable. Like,
look, we know their quality, but that's why Liverpool needs to prove to them that we can beat them, mate. We can do it, man. The Reds can do it, mate.
The Reds
can do it, mate.
So
big up Liverpool, mate.
So all right, so your goalkeeper Adrian, because you're obviously your main goalkeeper. What's his name?
Yeah.
Alisson's injured.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable with Adrian as your goalkeeper?
He's all right, but he ain't at the level, mate.
He's not at the level.
He's not at the level of our proper goalkeeper.
What do you think he's lacking?
Well, it's games.
Yeah, games.
It's games.
Would you say age comes into it as well?
Yeah, but he's just not at that quality, is he? He's not the level. He's not there. He's an all right goalkeeper. Don't get me wrong. Our present goalkeeper is.
Yeah, because I swear only made a mistake. Was it Southampton or something like that?
But I mean, he's got time to prove it. He's got time to prove it and see if he can get to that level. But then, what do? The only way you can improve is play with better players, isn't it? And that's how it goes.
Yeah, I'll give you that. So you answer that. Now, another question. What are your thoughts on Paul Pogba?
Tell us the truth. I think Fergie was right. I think it's a waste of money. For a player of that quality and that level and that money that's been paid, he should be creating a lot more in that midfield, mate. Honest truth. He should be doing a lot more. And he hasn't. He hasn't. Oh, he's done a few little tricks here and there, but come on. Yeah. Look at the money he's been paid. You know, the money he cost them. Yeah, come on. He should have done a hell of a lot more. Come on, for the price of him, you could have bought 2 players that could have done that job. That would have been much better.
I think with Paul Pogba, I feel as though he gets criticised a lot because he's not scoring more goals and putting himself.
Don't get me wrong here. On his day, he's a quality player. But how often does he do it? He doesn't do it on a regular basis.
He's quality for France.
He's always quality for France. Yeah, because look at the team he's got behind him.
You've got Conte behind you back in the day.
Oh, exactly, mate. Come on.
Easy. But I feel as though, like what the assist that he did for Marcus Rashford when he first started. That was a good assist. That's all he did. When he first started, he wasn't really all that.
No.
What made him look good is that we couldn't pass the ball. We made too many mistakes at Old Trafford personally.
Look, Fergie got it right the first time. Yeah. When he got rid of him and sent him off to another club, he was spot on. Honest truth, he's not worth the money.
All right. So why do you think Paul Pogba's still at Man United and why no clubs haven't made? Why any clubs?
It's the price tag, isn't it? It's the price tag, isn't it?
Price tag.
It's the price tag. For that player, you're going to spend a lot of money, aren't you? You know. And is he really, at the end of the day, come on, really, is he worth that type of money?
Obviously, he's not worth.
Has he showed that he's worth that type of money? Not really, no. I wouldn't buy him.
You wouldn't buy him?
No.
All right, so let's say you sold Paul Pogba for, let's say, 90 million or something like that. I don't think he's worth that at all. What 2 players would you buy for that money? In that Manchester United midfield?
Oh, look at Man City. My man there, what's his name in the flipping...
Which one?
The one I was telling you about, Gerrard.
Oh, De Bruyne.
Come on.
Yeah, but where...
He's worth that money.
Obviously, he's worth that, but let's be realistic. Do you think Kevin De Bruyne wouldn't go to Manchester United?
Yeah, but...
Let's just be honest.
Let's just say, if I had to add the money to buy any player, he would be the first one, mate.
So he'd be in the midfield.
Yeah.
And who would the second player be?
Well, it would be from Chelsea. What's his name?
Kante.
He's in the midfield, isn't he?
Yeah, that small black
guy there is a quality player. Yeah, definitely.
They don't play him enough.
I know they don't, but he's a quality player, and he would fit very nicely into Man United's team.
He probably would, to be honest with you.
Look, he's the nearest player to someone like Roy Keane.
Kante.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's very, very good at
exactly
and all that stuff.
Exactly. Perfect player, mate.
I think Manchester United are just
look. Let's not muck about them. Manchester United at the moment, team is not up to the standard, mate. All right, their old team makes this team look crap. Right?
Yeah, true.
We can see it. Right? Where's your gigs in that team?
Closest to gigs for me is Daniel James. I think it's Daniel James or David James, one of the two.
Yeah, but look at the defense. They've only recently brought a defender in there, haven't they? Yeah. The midfield. You got Pogba in the midfield, but he's not. He performs when he wants to. Yeah. You need someone who's going to perform all the time. Up front, Rashford and what's his name?
Martial.
Martial's a quality player. Right?
I rate him. I actually rate him.
But apart from that, where are the stars in that team? Where are not even the stars? They're not even working as a unit.
They don't really work.
Everyone works like individual. It's not a unit. Look at the old Man United team. The team was a young team and it worked as a unit.
There were stars and they worked as a unit. I think that's what made them. more dominant, if I'm honest with you.
It's a quality team, man.
Yeah. So where do you think it went from downhill for Manchester United? Is it as soon as Fergie left and they?
Tell you honest truth.
Is it as soon as they appointed David Moyes? That's where it went downhill, or is?
It went downhill from there, but as I said, they picked the wrong man for the job.
Who they? So
as far as I'm concerned, they should have picked Giggs for that job.
What if he didn't want the job? Who would you pick?
He wanted the job. That's the thing. He wanted it. And he would have done it a good job because he's been there from when he was young. He knows that club inside out.
Why didn't they give him the job then?
I don't know.
Maybe it's lack of experience. Maybe they didn't want him.
Lack of experience. But look at the person they've got there now. Oh, don't get me wrong.
They're going to Solskjaer.
Solskjaer is a great striker and he's not a bad manager.
He's part of that 1999
but
team.
I would have chosen Giggs over him. And even better, I would have chosen over him. I would have chosen Roy Keane. Roy Keane would have been a better dude as well.
Roy Keane?
Yeah.
There we go. What are you saying, Roy Keane?
Roy Keane would have been a go. The only problem with Roy Keane is that he has a temper. That's the only problem.
I think he'll be too straight up, if I'm honest with you.
Look,
which is a good
thing.
Me
personally, if I was going to choose two people to manage Man United, it would have been Ryan Giggs and Roy Keane.
Ryan Giggs and Roy Keane.
Yeah, and have Keane as an assistant.
Right, so let's say you're manager of Manchester United.
Yeah.
How would you set it up? What would your formation for Man United be?
I couldn't tell you that, man.
As much as you hate them as a Liverpool fan.
I'm not into Man United, so I couldn't tell you that. All I know is that when I watch Man United, their flow of football is not entertaining.
It's not like the old Man United.
There's no passes. There's hardly any dribbling. There's hardly any type of creativity in their team. It's just like a machine. It's a boring set of football, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
compared to the old Man United. Oh my God, they're rubbish.
I think.
Don't get me wrong, Man United fans. I'm not taking the piss. I'm just telling you as it is, because at the end of the day, right, you must see for yourself that this team, the flow of it just doesn't work, man.
The flow is just bollocks.
It's really bad.
When I watched Manchester United, their football was faster, quick.
Yeah, it was
passing, that tempo was fast.
You know what I mean?
Because what was it? I think I was watching Manchester United first Crystal Palace game, and the tempo, they had chances, but it was very, very slow. And they weren't really getting into the game. And because I saw the first goal for the game, right?
Yeah.
I saw Jordan Ayew's goal.
Yeah.
Basically, the ball, because the defenders weren't good enough. Lindelof lost an easy header against Schlupp because I think Schlupp just wanted the ball more. Ayew was in, and he just tucked into the back of the net. And Man United weren't really going at Palace.
This is the difference between that Man United and the old Man United. If they've got a goal there, they would have clicked together and start making forward runs to pass the ball as quick as they can to get a goal.
Yeah,
that's the difference. And they wouldn't have panicked neither. This kind of team kind of panics a bit. Their team don't panic.
It's
they're calm. They're relaxed. They know they're going to get another goal. They're confident enough to think they're going to get another goal.
They're all leaders.
Yeah.
Whereas the Man United team, I don't really see any leaders in the team. I think that's what football. I think in football, there's in players, there's lack of leadership.
I tell you, right. I tell you, Man City plays like Man United.
Yeah.
Their football is. That's why they're so dangerous.
I think Man City play a boss.
Yeah, they play really high.
Because they're right backs and left backs. They're full backs.
Yeah, they're not joking, man. They're not joking. They're dangerous.
So it's
and everyone knows that in the league, they're the ones to look out for. Everyone knows that.
So it's their full backs are here. The forward wingers are just there. So they basically switch the opposition team out.
Exactly.
And then their midfielders make runs in between. But the thing is that they can track back as well because they've got the players to do it.
This is it.
It's the quality of players to do it. Because some teams, let's say for instance, Watford, they won't be able to do that because their players.
But don't knock Watford. Watford's a good quality team, mate.
Not this season. Not this season. They've lost three. They've lost 3 games.
I think they're a quality team. I mean, they're hard to break down. That team.
Hard to break down.
They're hard to break down. Yeah. The only problem with that team that I see with Watford is their forwards. They're not.
And defense. They're not defense for shit.
Their forwards is not, how can I say, precise.
Their forwards?
Yeah, their forwards are not precise enough. They're not. They ain't got that kind of like striker's instinct to put the ball in the net quick enough or to get it in. But apart from that, not too bad.
Right, if I'm honest with you, Watford are just. I don't know what's happened to them, to be fair, because like with their last season they started off really well.
Yeah.
They're actually like winning games and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like their tempo's dropped or something like that. Something to do with that team has dropped. But
maybe they've sold some players. I don't know.
I don't know what it is. Thoughts, because this question actually refers back to England, because England, they beat Bulgaria 4-0,
Yes.
and they beat another team 5-3.
Yeah.
And Harry Kane, I think, scored twice.
Yeah.
Now, people on TalkSport have been hearing about what Harry Kane and how he's been. Obviously, I don't like him as a Chelsea fan. So
Yeah.
do you think Harry Kane can be the next Thierry Henry?
He could, but not in that team.
Not in Tottenham.
Not in Tottenham.
Why?
Because Tottenham relies too much on him.
Tottenham rely too much on Harry Kane.
They rely too much on him, mate. Look, you think about it. If Harry Kane gets injured, right, their team's literally buggered. They've got other players there. They've got other players that could take the role up, yeah, but they don't play them enough. They've got to have their own confidence.
So which players? What type of players?
Well, I don't know the names. I mean, what's his name?
They've got Women's on. They've got Dele Alli.
They've got the guy, the bald-headed guy. What's his
Lucas
name?
Moura. I think he's their best player.
He's their best striker there, right? But at the end of the day, right, basically, if Harry Kane's injured, that team is completely buggered because they rely too much on him.
But he's the guy that scores the goals. He's like their goal scorer.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. It's good to have a goal scorer, yeah, but you need to have more than one, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
And you need to have more than one, right? Someone at his level, not at a lower level than him. You need a quality goal scorer. I would have thought Tottenham would have gone and bought a top striker to help Harry Kane.
I think Kane's too slow, a little bit. Because like
I don't think he's too slow, but
players like Dele Alli and Lucas Moura, they're like fast players.
I don't think he's too slow, but I think he needs help.
I don't like him, but I rate him.
And I also think that in Tottenham, their midfield is not creative enough. Yeah.
So Eriksen, I think he's good, if I'm honest.
He's all right. He's all right, but they could do with another player in there to shake things up, mate. Someone on the wing who's fast and could cause problems.
What type of player would you say? What type of winger would Tottenham sign?
Well, let's just say, right, if they had someone like Ginola in there, right?
We're talking. Okay, let's talk about it now, because obviously Ginola's gone.
Yeah, Ginola's gone, but someone of the quality of Ginola would be perfect for that team. Someone who can see a pass, set up moves, create a pass. They rely too much on Eriksen. Eriksen himself, he doesn't even know if he's going to stay at the club.
I think Eriksen should be.
He's bored.
Yeah, I think Eriksen should.
And if you watch Tottenham for too long, you do get bored because their midfield play is slow, mate. It's not creative enough.
Yeah, they were okay in that, because I was watching the game, obviously, in that North London derby.
Look,
they were getting dominated.
If you watch them, right, they have a pattern. You can see it. It's like a pattern. You can see it all the way. And a team shouldn't have a pattern. You should be able to create a move from anywhere. They're too. It's not.
It doesn't flow.
It just doesn't. It's all right, but it's like, oh, here they go with this pattern thing.
So like, say from the back, side,
yeah,
forward, back.
I mean, to be honest, truth, when he had Jamie Redknapp there, right? Not Jamie Redknapp. What's his name?
Gazza, Paul Gazza. I don't know.
No, not Gazza. The other manager. What's his name?
The other manager. Harry Redknapp.
Harry Redknapp there. It was a better football.
Was it?
Yeah, of course it was.
I never really.
It was better football. They're all going about, oh, how good this manager is. Yeah, he's good.
He's good. I'm not gonna lie. He's actually good.
He's a good manager. But he hasn't pushed this team to the limit yet.
He got them to Champions League final. I don't know what else you can push.
Yeah, he got to the final, and look what happened. Look at the way they.
Yeah, but your team's okay.
Yeah, but they didn't give us a fight, man.
True.
Come on.
Yeah.
They didn't give us a fight. How can you go into a match like that and not have your team ready up to flipping try and beat us? They didn't give us a fight.
Or at least give a fight. Yeah.
Come on, where was the surprises in that team?
I wasn't really seeing anything.
There was no surprise in it. There's no one in that team that can produce a bit of magic. No one.
Hence the reason I knew as soon as you first Tottenham, I said Liverpool's going to win it.
I didn't even, as I said, at the end of the day, right? Tottenham's a good team, but trust me, man. Until they start bringing someone in there that can cause problems, right, to players, to teams, yeah, I mean, it's creative. Their team's crap, mate.
Yeah, it's just a bit mad. Right, so another question. I want to know what you think about this. So Raheem Sterling, right, scored I think over 20 goals for Manchester City last season.
Yes.
Has been a pivotal player for them. Scores the tap-ins. Has been good for England as well.
Yeah.
Should Raheem Sterling be nominated, or either more, or win the Ballon d'Or?
He's a good player. Personally, as a Liverpool fan, I don't love him. But
you have to rate.
But I have to rate him.
Yeah.
We all know he's a quality player. We all know that he's putting in goals. But is he really up to the level of someone like Ronaldo?
He's scoring goals.
Is he really up to that
Obviously,
level?
yeah, but he can actually...
Come on.
Yeah, but he's like, obviously he's not up to like Ronaldo's level, but he can like dribble past players and score goals.
Yeah, but is he really up to that
obviously,
level?
Yeah, but who's up to Ronaldo's level besides Messi? Let's take Messi out of the equation. Who's actually up to Ronaldo's level?
Yeah, but you just answered it. There's other two people that are up to that level. Messi.
Yeah, but Ronaldo's a machine though.
Well, that's the difference.
Now, how are you going to say? How are you going to compare?
That's the difference.
How are you going to compare Sterling to Ronaldo? That's what I don't understand. You can't do that. You can't compare.
Let's just say, right? Let's just say, right, for argument's sake, right?
Yeah.
Right. I rate him as one of the best players in this country at this moment.
In the Premier League.
Yeah, at the Premier League at the moment, yeah, right. But I don't think he's up to that level.
You don't think he's up to it?
I don't. Look,
seriously,
if he can produce those type of goals in a normal team, I'd say yeah.
Well, no,
but look,
okay,
but he's in Man City.
Okay,
Come on.
What would you class as a normal team? Go on. So let's say, what would you, if he was in a normal team?
If he was a team like Sheffield or
Sheffield,
Villa,
that's not a normal. Those are teams. They're lower teams that just got like promoted.
If he was in a team like Villa, I'd say
he's scoring 25 goals. That's
yeah.
impossible. Unless, okay, I know Tammy Abraham.
No. Look, honest truth. Look at the players he's got around him.
Yeah.
No wonder he can score those goals. Come on.
Yeah, but look at Mo Salah though. I can say the same about Mo Salah.
You could say the same about Mo Salah, but
they're not high quality.
But not
players.
to that level, mate.
They're not high quality players, but he's
the
still
players that he's in his squad is a higher level than what we've got.
Obviously, that I understand that, but for you to say that Raheem Sterling's not at like Ballon d'Or when not to be nominated.
We'll have to disagree on that one because obviously I don't think he's at that level. He's a good quality player, but I don't think he's to that level.
How do you think he can get to that level? To get to like Ballon d'Or level?
Well, he'll get there in time because he's in the top team.
Yeah, but
but not at the moment.
No, but you can be in the top. Yeah, so just because you're in the top team doesn't mean you'll get Ballon d'Or. When we look at players like Ricky Lambert, Benteke, they went to Liverpool. At that time, Liverpool was the top team.
Yeah.
They didn't put the balls in. When you look at Morata, who was at Chelsea, he didn't put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, that's true. But I just personally don't think he's that level. That's my personal choice on it.
Fair enough. Right. Next question. This is about Arsenal now. So we'll talk about Arsenal. About Arsenal now. So obviously now we know the defense has been dodgy for years.
Very bad.
We know that they do have quality strikers.
Yeah.
But we've always people talk about Arsenal and they say top four.
Yeah.
Now I actually want to say this. Why have Arsenal failed in the past? Well, I think it's been more than like 3 seasons, but let's just say 3 seasons to be title contenders.
Yeah.
So to like compete for Premier League. There's always things about they're trying to get to the top 4, get Champions League because they haven't been in like Champions League in like 3 seasons. It's their 3rd season they're in the Champions League.
Yeah.
One is how can Arsenal become like proper title contenders?
What's the problem with it? The problem with Arsenal is their defense.
But they bought David Luiz.
Their defense. It is still defense, man.
Yeah.
David Luiz is a good player, but in defense, in a 4-man defense, he's crap. In a 3-man defense, he's quality.
So would you say Arsenal has to change the formation?
They need to change their formation. Yeah. But at the end of the day, what's Arsenal's problem always been? The defence has always been crap. Always.
Yeah, it's always been, honestly.
Defence is crap. No, not enough midfield players that can do the business.
Would you say? Okay? So midfield players. So what do you think of Granit Xhaka?
He's all right.
Because I don't think he's good. Because he's the one that conceded that penalty. So pretty much he put a tackle in on Human-Son. Human-Son got fouled in the box, and leading to Tom getting a penalty and Harry Kane scoring it. Basically, people thought, because what was it on Arsenal Fan TV, DT said that he's had enough of Xhaka because he's the guy that makes clumsy challenges.
Yeah.
I rate he's long passing, but he's short passing. He gives the ball away too much.
Well, at the end of the day, if you can't do the business, get him out.
You get
me personally, I think they wasted the money on buying that young player on the what's his name, Pepper?
Nicholas Pepe. You think they wasted?
I think they wasted it because at the end of the day, right, they should have taken that money and bought defenders for their defence and bought a midfield player.
All right, so let's say okay, because
he wasn't a must.
All right, because Nicholas Pepe, well, how much did he cost? I think he cost like what, 9? I forgot how much. I think 72 million. Right.
Don't get me wrong, he's a wonderful player.
Yeah. And
he does make a difference up front there. But I just think they should have concentrated more on their defence.
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. They bought David Luiz, but he's like...
David Luiz is like a stop door, mate. He's not the right player.
He's not that reliable. Because I knew that. I know that. I'm thinking like...
But you would know as a,
No, because when he in that Liverpool game, when he made like those 2 mistakes, I literally said, that's when you're going to get with David Luiz. I knew it.
If Arsenal was playing 3 at the back, perfect player for that position. Trust me, he would do a brilliant job. But in the 4-man at the back, he can't handle it. It's too much for him.
Yeah, I think. But when you did play Arsenal, you exposed them on the wings because they were playing they played 2 up front, but they played like a diamond in the midfield. So one player there, one player there. But that's the problem because when they're against your midfielders, your fullbacks who are Alexander Arnold and Andy Robertson had like so much space for Liverpool to attack down, and that's where Mane and Salah
took them apart, mate.
Yeah, and that's how Salah got his goal because he got his penalty because David Luiz obviously pulled his shirt in the second goal. What was it? Mo Salah skipped past him, but he didn't make a challenge because if he had made a challenge, he would have got another yellow and sent off.
Look,
Salah scored that.
Arsenal's 2 men up front, brilliant, quality players, right? But as we always know, Arsenal defence is as crap as can be. Right, that's why when you watch Arsenal TV, all the fans are complaining because look, the defense is completely crap. The midfield hardly does anything. If they can sort that out,
I think the midfield.
If they can sort that out, they'll be a quality team and maybe even win a title.
I think the midfield's all right, but it's not like
it's not like what it was before.
Yeah,
when they had the Invincibles. It's nothing like that.
Yeah, that's completely different. When you compare the
you can't compare it.
They're like proper, like they're winning.
That's a proper team.
They're not even title contenders. They're like proper, like champions. That's what you.
As a proper team, mate. Yeah.
With this Arsenal team, it's just goals completely like just downhill now.
No. They need a lot of work, mate.
So what, in terms of what do they need to do? So they need to buy new defender.
Yeah.
Do you think they should they sell David Luiz or still keep David Luiz?
That's a very hard question. I'd flog him personally and get a proper defender in there.
From Germany or Spain or
Germany, wherever, mate. Trust me. You just need someone who's solid. Their defense is not solid. Someone who's going to put his foot in. They have a lot of team. That's true. Maybe they should look for a Scottish player to put there. Someone who put their foot in. Maybe they should, because at the end of the day, a lot of the players they've brought in there, they ain't doing the business. They're not doing it.
True, yeah.
You need someone who's brave and someone who's going to put his foot in. Someone who's a leader at the back there.
Someone like Van Dijk.
Someone like a Van Dijk, but I'm not saying Van Dijk's leaving Liverpool, mate, because he's too much quality.
What if he wanted to leave?
No, mate.
Let's pose the question. Let's say if you wanted, let's say Van Dijk, let's say he wins like a Champions League again with Liverpool. Let's say you win it again, and Van Dijk says, "Okay, I want to go to Juventus." Who would you sign to replace him?
I'll go and buy the Man United defender. What's his name?
Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
You think he's as good as Van Dijk?
Yeah. He's not as good as Van Dijk, but he's near enough.
He's the closest.
Yeah.
I don't think he's worth 90 million. Harry Maguire.
I wouldn't pay 90 million for him.
I don't think he's worth
No.
If I'm honest with you, he does.
I wouldn't pay that type of money for him.
I think I can't say he makes Man United more solid because they haven't really won any games.
I know, but as I said,
But he's there in it.
he's the nearest to him.
That's the closest you can probably
Yeah,
get.
that's about as close as I can get for that price.
Right, so with Arsenal, keep the forwards. What would you? I think it's more than. I think it's. What would you change? Let's say your manager. How would you change? How would you change their mentality? Because it's down.
Personally, it depends on how he's set up his formation. Really, I would have expected them to play a 4-4-2 formation and play both of their strikers up front because they're quick.
4-4-2, all right.
They're quick, man.
Yeah, but what about Nicolas Pepe? Would you play him on the wing?
Yes.
Because the way they play Nicolas Pepe, I think they play like 4. I think they play 4-5-1 or something like that.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, if you have him on the wing, he'd be killing it. He'd be killing the wing.
I think they played 4-3-3.
But he'd be ripping up the wing. He'd be ripping it up, and it gives him another option. It's like you got those two up front, and you got him on the wing as well. That'd be dangerous.
The way they did it, they put Aubameyang on the wing, Lacazette in the middle, and they put Nicolas Pepe.
That'd be dangerous.
Yeah, the way they. I was watching the Tottenham first half.
Tell us the truth, right? I think their manager's not really up to it.
Unai Emery.
I don't rate him.
It's only like what his second season at Arsenal.
I don't rate him.
Why? Why don't you rate him?
Because any decent manager who goes into a club like that would see that they need a defender, right? That's the first thing that Arsenal need. They need decent defence, right? And he hasn't done it.
Yeah, but it's not as easy as that. You can't just be like, all right, I'm going to sign a world class defender like Van Dijk because you got to pay big money.
Yeah.
If Nicolas Pepe costs 72 million, you got to pay big money. Let's say you got to pay.
Listen, if he was doing his homework properly, he could have gone round. I'm sure there's players around the world there that he could have flipping got to put in that position. Trust me.
Obviously, but you can't just buy anyone. Well, you can buy a centre back, but you don't know if they will do the job. You want centre backs that will actually do the job and put their foot in.
Well,
Hence
at the
the
end of the
reason-
day, yeah, right. Me personally, I think he should have looked around more.
Looked around more. So you're saying that he didn't put much effort.
I don't think he did.
You think he just signed David Luiz?
Yeah.
Just to keep the fans.
I think so. Yeah. He just signed him just to keep the fans quiet, basically.
They have David Luiz there, but I know like
Look how he signed him. Look at the way he signed him. That was just a quick patch-up job. Of course it was.
David Luiz.
You don't need a patch-up job. You need someone who's going to flipping keep the door closed.
Yeah,
That's what you need, man.
I think with David Luiz, he just makes too many mistakes, and that's what's going to cost Arsenal.
Exactly. That's what's going to cost Arsenal, definitely.
They've been. Just notice.
Yeah. Well,
What about the other boxes? You didn't give them that. The small little box. Oh yeah, we take that to
Look. We're recording.
we're recording a video. Yeah. That was my mum there. Anyway, so we're talking about
You have to cut that out.
we were talking about David. We can't cut any of that, mate. It's all staying in. This is a live stream, mate. All of this is staying in.
All right.
Anyway,
Okay.
so about David Luiz, are we 33 minutes in?
Yeah.
Right. So about was it David Luiz? Yeah. Like I said, he makes too many mistakes, and I think he's gonna cost us. Like in those big games, like let's say when it's like the final, like those like 3 games left of the season, where they have to get top 4 and they're just outside it.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna cost them the most. He's gonna cost them the most.
We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, he feels that he can do a job, so we'll have to just wait and see if he can do it.
All right. So Kane is nowhere near the level of Henry. I'm guessing I've been here since the start. Typical Arsenal fan. All right. All right. Here's another question now.
He's made a good point though. Okay.
But obviously he's not. But anyway, should Benteke? Okay, so thoughts on Christian Benteke. Obviously, he hasn't scored a goal.
Yeah.
All right. For Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the last time he even scored a goal.
No.
All right. I think this. Yeah. Do you think Benteke should be compared to Ian Wright?
To Ian Wright.
To Ian Rush.
To Ian Rush.
To Ian Rush.
You got to be joking, mate.
Okay, let's. Because when you look at Benteke, what do you think he can do?
Rush is a legend, mate. Trust me.
Obviously, Ian Rush
Rush is a legend, mate. Trust me.
is a
The
legend.
Don, mate. The Dom. He scored more goals than flipping Benteke could flipping put on his pants, mate. Trust me, mate. But Benteke, right? See, the thing about Benteke, right? He's a confidence player. That's what he is. If he's not being kind of like bigged up and given confidence, right? He can't do it. Look, when he was at Villa,
He was banging in goals.
he was banging in
He was
goals
actually banging
because
goals.
the manager was behind him, giving him lots of confidence, saying you're the best, this and that. And he was even thinking about going abroad. Yeah.
Yeah. But he went to your team, if I'm honest.
He came to our team here, right?
He flopped.
He played his best,
Mhm.
but he didn't do enough. He wasn't up to standard.
What do you think? What was his pitfall? Like to why he actually?
Well, his pitfall was that he obviously he wasn't getting the same confidence that he got at Villa. We kind of left him to it, thinking, yeah, once he gets goals in, he'll do his business, but he didn't do it.
True. I think that's what we've done. Well, we've got Tabby Abraham,
Mm.
and I just hope he keeps scoring goals. The
Tell
fact that
you the truth, right? What Benteke should do, he should go to a lower club,
lower
yeah.
and get low and get what and earn less amount of money.
No, not earn less than amount of money because that's his living. But go to a lower club and try and get himself going again. Even go on loan.
How long do you think it'll take for Benteke to get himself going?
Well, at the moment, he's not doing much, is he? What is that?
Palace.
Palace here, right? Unless they freaking pass the ball to him, he's not doing nothing. He's not taking the ball and putting it in the net, is he? He's not scoring goals, and that's his job. His job is to score goals, and he ain't doing it. Sahar's saving his butt all the time.
True, Zaha is pretty much Zaha that team.
Look, Sahar is the team.
Hence the reason why he said Zaha. Hence the reason I think why Crystal Palace said Zaha's worth 100 million, and Arsenal weren't going to pay that.
Listen, right? That's why they don't want to sell him, because he is Crystal Palace. He is. If he left tomorrow, they've been in problems. What, they're going to rely on Benteke to put the goals? Are you taking a laugh? Come on.
Shit.
Come on, man. And Sahar knows it. He knows it.
Yeah, no, he knows it himself.
He knows.
Hence, he actually did want to. I think he actually wants to go to Arsenal.
He wants to go, man. He wants to go to Arsenal.
It's just mad.
You can't blame him, really. He wants to improve himself, but he can't go because he knows that.
I think he went for the money.
He knows. Look, what's the other attack? What's the other forward at Crystal Palace?
They've got Ayew and
Do they play him?
yeah, they played him. They played him at Manchester. He actually played really well at Man United.
So why don't they just play him? Play him up there as well. Forget Benteke. Wait until Benteke's in form, and if he's not in form, let him play for another team. Get in form, and then they can bring him back into the club.
Yeah,
He has to prove himself. He hasn't proved himself yet at that club. Not really.
How do you think he can prove himself like at the
I
club?
do not know. Look, he's a confidence player, so he needs to play lots of games, and he needs to be putting goals in the back of the net. That's the only way he can do it. He can't do that. He's not doing that at Crystal Palace. He's not doing it. So he needs to go somewhere else where he can do it.
What team do you think he?
I do not know, mate.
Do you think? I wouldn't say lower like division. I'd say still stay in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I'd say like, would you say newly promoted team? Would you just think? Do you think he
Yes.
should go back to Villa?
Yes, I think he should.
Back to Villa, then
Yeah, I think he should go back to Villa. Because at the moment, what's the strike force with Villa?
I think
It's poor.
well, it's not bad, but it's not great.
Well, exactly. He's better than what they've got at the moment.
Speaking of Aston Villa, obviously they got promoted into the Premier League, beating Derby County last season.
Yes.
Do you think they'll survive in the Prem?
Yes.
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they've got that determination to do it.
Determination.
Yeah.
So, okay, name who's like Aston Villa's key man.
Well, I'm not good on names, but I think it's
Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish.
I think Jack Grealish. I think, but there's so much pressure on him. He makes the dribbles and all that stuff.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, yeah, right. He needs to prove himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, but what? Pardon?
Sounds chicken.
Yes, please, animal.
When it comes back.
Yeah.
Look in the oven.
Okay.
Yeah. So as I was saying, Jack Grealish. I feel as though I don't think Jack Grealish is completely crap. Can I ask you a question?
It's not crap.
Let's say if a player is rubbish, right?
Yeah.
How can, if he's around if he has crap players, is a player really rubbish? But let's say he's around good players and he plays really well. Do you think it's him individually that he's bollocks, or you think it's the players around him that's bollocks? Hence the reason why he's bollocks.
Let's put it this way, right? If you play with better players around you, obviously you're going to put out a better performance. That's the main thing, yeah, right? At the moment, he's in the team. He's one of the guys there. He's doing his best. He's playing as much football as he can. You got to give him respect, and he's a fan of the club as well.
Yeah, he loves the club.
You know, he loves that club, yeah. So it would be a dream for him to basically get to those higher level with Villa. You can't blame him, but we all know that if you're a quality player and you go and you play like in a Man City team, you're going to get better. Of course you are. Of course you will, because you've got those players around you. You're going to train with those players. It's going to be 24/7. You're going to take on their attitudes and their belief. Of course you are.
Speaking of Man City, because we talked about this earlier, and you see the 1999 Manchester United team.
Yes.
If you had to, who would you say are Man City as good or as better as that 1999 Manchester United team?
They're near enough the same.
Near enough the same.
Near enough.
But man, that 1999 Manchester United team won the treble.
I know.
Whereas Man City team won the double. They could actually could have won Champions League final. I think the Champions League.
Yeah, but don't forget, right? That team had key players in it, right? You got Giggs, you got Beckham, Scholes, Keane, Cantona. Quality players, mate. Quality players that if they need to pass a ball to Beckham, mate, you can pass it without freaking looking, mate.
Yeah,
and Beckham can pass it anywhere he wants, mate. He can pass it on a flipping 10p coin if he wants. That is too much quality.
Because we watched him in that Legends game, actually.
Yeah.
And Beckham.
And he's still got it.
Yeah, Beckham dropped his man and banged it
all,
in the net.
What I don't understand, let's put this out to these people here.
Yeah.
How come we always have players like that, right? We've got players like Beckham. We've got players like Giggs. How come they're not teaching the younger players?
They're not training them.
Training them up to flipping do what they do. Look, Beckham, he can pass that ball further. He can do it now. He can pass that ball down onto a flipping pitch, onto someone's foot like it's nothing. We haven't got players that can do that. Why don't you ask these players to train these other players up, and so we can have more players like that?
Two things I would say about that. Number one,
just pay them the money, man.
What if they don't? What if they didn't want to do it?
Look,
I think they'd love to do it though.
You telling me that Beckham wouldn't want to train a player at Man United to do that? Of course he would. If he thinks he's got the quality and the talent to do it, of course he could.
What if the player doesn't want their help? What if the player doesn't want assistance from David Beckham?
Well,
I think they'd be dumb. But let's say
I think that player would be mad.
What if it was Paul Pogba? Because he's like a big-headed player.
No, I'm not talking about Paul Pogba. I'm talking about someone who's young and has the eagerness to want to get to the level of what Beckham is.
Would you say Jesse Lingard?
No.
I think Jesse Lingard just runs a lot of them. Because people hype him up and how he always does that.
Listen. I'm talking about a young player. I'm talking about someone who's a rookie who wants to learn from a professional player. This is what this is what always happens. You have these quality players that end up retiring. Their skills is just kind of like gone in the wind.
Do you know what I think it is?
And it should be passed down to better players, to younger players.
Do you know what I think it is? It's time. It's how long it will take for that player to progress. Because it may take them like 5 years. Because it takes.
So what?
It doesn't take like months. It takes years to master one skill. So if it's like, let's say, free kicks, it took Beckham like years to master.
Yeah, but look at what he can do. Look at his price tag. Look at the quality. This man's played for flipping some of the top clubs in Europe.
I saw he scored like 20 free kicks or something like that.
Exactly.
He was world class.
And look what he can do. Even now, mate, the guy can flipping. He can make a lot of our players look like crap.
Yeah, his passing is mad. His long passing is just absolutely mad.
That is look. I don't care how long it takes. You need to pass these skills down to younger players. How are we going to get quality players? How is England going to get quality players that can do things, that can make so they can win? Look at the England team. Everyone goes on about, oh, England's done this, England's done that, England can beat this team. Where's the quality team have they played yet?
Obviously, they haven't.
Have they played Italy? Have they played Brazil?
Italy. I don't think it's Italy. Back
Have
then,
they played the Argies? Come on.
Okay, obviously we get.
Have they played Spain? Have they played France?
All right, fair
Come
enough, fair
on.
enough.
We're playing a lot of players that are crap. Teams that are
teams.
crap.
We gotta get the confidence going, innit?
Yeah, but
Some players are
what?
good.
So you get your confidence going. Then you go and you play France and they beat you 5-0.
Oh, but that's,
Come on.
Yeah, but France.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but with France, they have like more experience and more.
Come
quality
on, man.
players, though. With France, they have like more experience and more quality players. That's the thing.
Listen, right? You can't be playing teams that are not quality. It's just rubbish. You got to play players that are up to your standard.
Yeah, I agree with that. But it's like, do you know what I mean? Like,
No, I'm tired of I'm tired of everyone bigging up England, saying that England's this, England's the best, this is that.
I think
no,
it's confidence.
when I can see England play quality team, yeah, right,
And beat them.
then I'll bring up England.
Okay, so let's say England versus France, and they draw 2-2 against France. Would you beat them up?
Yes,
You beat
because
them up.
France is a good quality team, and you know it.
If
If they play Germany, it's a good quality team.
why not? They didn't get into the war. They didn't really qualify.
Yeah, but still, look at the quality they have in their team. It's still a good team, right? You need to play teams like that.
Yeah.
You can't be playing freaking. I don't know what team we played last week. What type of team is that?
Yeah,
Then
leave in the
he-
comments below who we played.
Then he came back and beat us as well.
Yeah, because I think we were 5-0 up and they scored 3.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I think. Okay, name some like. Who would you say are England's like key players? Because I can name like 3. Like who? Giggs is the Wales manager, so technically he's trying to improve younger players, and we played because of. Yeah, so like Giggs, like you just said, he's the Wales manager.
I know Giggs is a quality manager. Trust me. But that's why I would have wanted him at Man United.
I thought all Giggs have is who was it? Gareth Bale. He plays even like.
Yeah, he's his key player.
Is
Isn't
Gareth Bale even at Real Madrid as he left? No.
Well, that's a whole nother story.
I personally would have signed Gareth Bale. If I'm honest with you, I would have signed Gareth Bale.
Yeah, but how would you pay his wages?
I would pay his wages.
His wages are ridiculous.
Obviously, we're in financial crisis right now.
His wages are ridiculous. Everyone would love to have that player, but they can't pay his wages. We can't afford it, mate. He'll be skint.
Do you think Gareth Bale is quality? Because Zidane's saying.
Of course he is.
Because Zidane's saying.
Of course he's a quality player.
Bale's Madrid still also Wales have Daniel James. You know who he is, right? So like that Manchester United was it wing or something like that? He's the guy that scored 2 goals for Manchester United.
Mm.
He's good, but I think the Manchester United players need to turn on more. If I'm honest with you, in terms of like Pogba or something like that. But anyway, you want about Giggs being a quality manager?
Come on, man. Giggs is a quality man. Giggs really. I know he's world manager, but he shouldn't be world manager. He should be Man United manager.
Do you think he can take Man United? Not say. Okay, let's say. Can he take Manchester United, like Champions League, and like compete? Like
I think personally, Giggs would have taken that team to another level if he had a chance.
No level.
If Giggs brought in, right, Scholes, Neville, right,
Gary Neville.
Neville, yeah, right, that team would have been awesome.
Into like, what would you say? Into the staff.
Yeah, of course.
With Ollie.
Yeah, that team would have been dangerous. Trust me, because they are quality professionals, and they would have known how to bring that team to another level.
Do you think you should keep Pogba?
And even if he brought in Keane as well to kick him, give him a good kick at the backside, even better.
Do you think? So in terms of that, do you think if he's manager, the first thing he has to look at is like defense, like someone who's like Maguire as well? Because we see Manchester United, because their midfield and like forwards were so good, but like defensively,
Yeah, but
they were brilliant.
Look at how they play. They don't play like a unit.
No, I'm saying obviously they don't play like unit, but I'm saying like if Giggs comes in, do you think what's the first focus point for Giggs? Should it be defense, midfield, forwards, goalkeeper? I mean, look at De Gea.
Well, De Gea's had his day, ain't he?
No, but
They
like
should change De Gea.
no, but like with David De Gea, like he was like, how can I say?
You can see De Gea just wants to go. He does. He's had his day. He's been there for a long time. He's done more than he needed to do for that club. He needs to move on now.
I think he's still making up mistakes.
He's making mistakes because he's tired, man.
You say he's making mistakes because he's tired.
Yeah, well,
United.
come on. Well, let's put it down to look at his age. He's getting older, and he wants to move. He wants to move. You can see he wants to move.
Where we go?
I don't know, but he'd probably go to a European team. But he really wants to go, and we've got enough good. There's enough. Why don't they just buy the? Why don't Man United just buy the Leicester goalkeeper?
What's his name? Schmeichel.
Yeah,
That's his name, I think.
buy Schmeichel's son to the Man United.
Marcus Schmeichel's son.
Exactly. He's a quality player. He's a good goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'd say he's
They'll keep the goalkeeper and legacy going.
Yeah, I think that's your smart.
He's a quality player.
Alright. There's another question I actually wanted to ask you. So, do you think teams, let's say big teams, must do everything like at all costs to hold on to their key match-making player? So let's say there's one player that builds a team and makes the team, like, score goals and bring them up. Do you think all teams should keep it?
They should.
Because when you look at players like, let's bring my team into it, Eden Hazard.
Yes.
We weren't able to keep him.
Yeah.
And look what's happened to our team.
Yeah, but then at the end of the day, he's done his time at your club.
I understand that.
And he wanted to move on.
Yeah, but
and he's getting older.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You can't pin him to the club for life, is it, mate? Come on. Honest truth.
Who else?
The man wants to move on and make more money, and you can't blame him.
Ronaldo, when he left Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he left Real Madrid was toilet.
Yes.
You can see it. I swear on the last. Brandon, I have a question for you. Go on, you can ask it, mate. But anyway, like I said, with Ronaldo leaving Real Madrid, he turned Real Madrid turned into complete wank, bollocks.
Yeah.
Because you can see that they're losing against pathetic teams. I mean, what was it? Champions League Ajax.
Yeah.
They got rinsed 4-1 at the Bernabeu at their home ground.
Because they relied too much on Ronaldo.
Yeah, and you saw it's not even just his goal scoring; it's his presence.
Exactly.
Ronaldo was you can tell he's a proper player.
Ronaldo was like a captain there.
He's like a captain. He's
like a captain. He's the one who was lifting everyone up.
He lifts everyone game.
And all the crowd just lifted up as he went on the pitch as well. You can see it.
Because when he's going forward, he's he wants everyone to go on. He's get on my level.
And look at what he's done to Juventus. Look at how he's built them up. And when he comes on the pitch, he also does the same thing there. You know what I mean?
It's just a bit mad.
He's a quality. Obviously, you look at the man. He's getting on, and he's still a quality player.
Yeah, he's what? I think he's in his 30s.
Oh man.
Okay.
I was personally hoping that one day he'd come back to Man United. To tell you the truth.
Oh yeah.
And we get play against
back in the Prem.
Yeah, back in the Prem.
Oh, that was good. Okay, can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna stir crap up.
Right. Yeah.
Who do you think's better, Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi.
Okay. I think it's Ronaldo, but let's put on your. Why do you think Ronaldo?
Natural ability, man. My man doesn't have to think; he just does.
All right, okay, I understand that, but with Ronaldo, he's worked his balls off to.
Don't get me wrong, Ronaldo's a great player, but when you have natural ability, mate, when you don't have to think about it, mate, when the ball comes in, you just touch it without even thinking and having to work at it. That is quality, mate.
Yeah, but come on.
You can't touch that.
No, but you have to admit. Oh, I didn't see what was in the comment there, but you have to admit. What is it? Is that even there?
You can't touch that, man.
Can't see that. Who's more important, Mane or Salah? That's his question to you.
Who's more important?
Who's more important to Liverpool, Mane or Salah?
It's Salah, man.
Why?
Because Salah's a quality player.
All right, cool. Okay, so let me put it this way, right? So when Salah had that 8-game drought,
yes,
who turned up then?
All right.
So who would you say is more important when Salah had that drought? And let's say Mane didn't have that. Let's say Mane wasn't able to.
Let's put this way, right? Let's take that back, actually. All right.
You say Mane is more important.
If
Salah.
Look, if Salah went away, all right,
it'd be Mane.
But
I think there'd be too much pressure on him.
No, I reckon he could handle it.
Mane.
Yeah. Look at Mane, right? When he scored some goals, right, before, right? He was even disappointed. He was thinking to himself, oh, damn it, I didn't score enough goals. And he went back and he scored more goals, mate.
Because he knows that
he's a don, mate.
I think he knew if he didn't score enough goals,
yeah,
he wouldn't be
exactly.
able to get up to Man City.
He's a quality player. They're both quality players. But if I had to rely on one of them, it'd probably be Mane.
Mane.
Yeah.
Do you think Salah's So with Salah, right?
Yeah.
Because he had that 8-goal drought,
Yeah.
right? Do you feel as though he's a confidence player?
No.
He's not.
No.
Because do you think players have those droughts?
Yes.
What if he didn't score for like, let's say if he didn't score for like the first like 4 games?
Yeah. I still believe in him to score a goal because he's always in the right position. He's always
And he just
driving at teams,
He actually does link up the play well.
and he links at the play really well. So I'd still believe in him, mate. Listen, right? There's a team of us out there, mate, that love Salah, mate. The man's a don, mate. He's a king to us, mate. Mate, that guy is a quality player. That's why when he was at Chelsea, and you guys let him go.
Yeah, I know.
I was loving it. I was rubbing my hands and going, yes, mate. Thank you very much.
We didn't have this one. We didn't give what is it, Mohamed Salah enough games. We didn't give him like enough game time or anything like that.
And the special
I think that's the thing.
And this one, he's like, he didn't know what the hell he was doing, mate. He didn't have a flipping clue. To let a quality player like that go, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I think okay, let me ask you another question, right?
Yeah.
So Salah, Suarez, and Fernando Torres.
Yeah.
So in the prime when Fernando Torres scored 30 goals.
Yeah.
The prime where Suarez scored 30 goals.
Yeah.
The prime where Salah scored, I think, what was it, 40 goals in 1 year, something like that.
Mm.
You had to pick between the three.
So.
Out of Suarez and Torres.
No. Suarez, mate.
You pick Suarez over Salah
Suarez.
and Torres. Why?
Because look what Suarez did to Norwich, mate. He flicking took the piss. He scored a hat-trick. Every time he played him, he scored a hat-trick. And the way he did it was like he was playing with them.
Yeah, Norwich got scared.
Don't get me wrong, full respect to Norwich fans out there, mate. But he took the piss.
He basically rinsed your damn team.
He took the piss. Right?
He rinsed.
Now, even though he's playing for Barca, right? He's still a quality player. If he come over, he could still do the same thing.
I think Barca's going to be bollocks without Messi.
Without Messi, they're finished.
They won't be crap, but they won't be as good.
No.
They'll still win La Liga because Real Madrid.
Without Messi, when Messi retires, that team's rubbish. It's rubbish. They'll probably have him as manager.
Yeah. You're going to see how much Barcelona.
They rely
you
how much on him, mate. They rely so much on him.
Even the fans are like Messi. Like the team's basically built around Messi. But what Messi does is like he plays as a winger, but he cuts in the middle.
Yeah.
Because when he's in that middle, you can play out left, right.
That's his
or
best
just destroy you there. Because I remember what he first Liverpool at the Camp Nou, Champions League.
He was dangerous.
He was just in the middle all the time.
He was dangerous.
I remember he scored that 30-yard free kick as well.
You can't say much to that, can you?
Messi's just
quality.
He's a different breed, man. Like, honestly,
He's quality. That's why I rate him over Ronaldo.
Yeah, but with Ronaldo, when you want him to turn up for games, he turns it up.
Yeah, but if you rely, but listen, if that ball flipped over his head now, right? Yeah, right. Who's more likely to cushion that ball and put it in the net?
It depends what circumstance.
Dude,
it depends.
I would bet you.
Because I swear that Ronaldo scored.
I'll bet you a tenner that Messi would just touch it and put it in the goal. Man.
No, Ronaldo volleyed it because I remember one goal. What was it? Manchester. I think it was Man United versus Juventus or something like that. Anyway, one of the goals where the ball flipped over Ronaldo's head.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo banged it in first time on the volley.
Well, we're going to have to disagree on that.
We're going to. Oh, come on, man.
We'll have to disagree on that because at the end of the day, right?
Ronaldo worked his arse off, though. Ronaldo, he worked
Listen,
his
right?
arse off.
You're forgetting that this Messi was tutored by a Maradona, mate.
Yeah,
Trust me.
I get that. Don't get me wrong.
That at the time was the best player in the world. And you can see what Maradona does, mate. If Maradona thought Messi was crap, he wouldn't be flipping and taking him under his wing, mate. Trust me.
Obviously, I know that, what is it? Obviously, I understand that, what is it? Messi got treated by what? Maradona, right?
Man, trust me, you've got to be a good player to be under the wing of Maradona. Come on, trust me. Look what Maradona could do, mate.
Yeah, but that's...
Come on.
I understand he was quality back then, but do you think he'd do it like now in this era?
Who, Maradona?
Yeah, because...
He would take the piss.
Yeah, because 80s football is different to this football now.
He would take the piss. He would tear him up.
How much do you think he'd be worth?
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
It'd be over like I think it'd be like 600 million. If I'm honest. No one could afford him.
No.
But what team do you think he'd even be at?
Probably Man City.
Man City.
Yeah, probably.
Maradona up front. Jesus, man. On the wing.
Maradona was awesome, mate. Trust me. But, apart from flipping doing the dirty on England, he was out of order to do the dirty.
Yeah, I think that's why English people hate him.
But the second goal he scored was pure quality. That goal where he ran through the defence and just made us look like crap.
Yeah, we can
was
do
quality.
Shit.
No one could touch him, mate.
We can do dog shit there.
That was unbelievable goal.
We got completely shut on.
Exactly.
Man, I think was it? Oh yeah. What are your thoughts? Because obviously now Frank Lampard managed Derby County last week, Championship team. No, not last week, last season.
Yeah.
Obviously managing us.
Yeah.
You see how we're doing right now.
Yeah.
As Haroon knows, because how many win? 1 win.
Yeah.
1 loss.
Yeah.
2 draws. So, what are your thoughts on Frank Lampard at Chelsea and where you think we'll finish the season?
I think Frank Lampard's the right person for Chelsea. No doubt about it.
Why?
Because he was a player there. And I think he's a good manager, TSG.
What makes him a good manager? Because we lost, we were 2-0, what was it?
Look,
we were 2-0.
Let's put this way, right? He's Chelsea through and through, that guy. He's been there. He's been there when they had the Mourinho. He knows all those other managers. He knows that club inside out. He's the perfect person for that club. Trust me.
I understand that.
The only problem that Chelsea have, right, is that you don't have a decent striker. That's it.
What do you mean decent striker? No, we got Tammy Abraham.
He's all right, but
you mean our defence?
Your defence is weak.
It's bollocks.
You need a decent defence, but you still need a top striker as well.
We got Tammy Abraham. He's not top, but like you gotta give him the
chance. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player, but I think he can develop. But I'm still bringing another top striker.
Like who?
I don't know. Who could you bring into that club that would make a big difference?
But we can't actually sign anyone now.
Well,
because obviously now we've got the transfer ban.
This is where Frank at the moment, because the way your team's at the moment, you can't buy anyone.
Yeah.
This is why Frank is the perfect person to take this on.
I don't think any of the manager will even come back.
Nah, no chance.
Like it just.
This is why Frank is the perfect person for that job.
Do you think? Where do you think we'll finish in the table? This is a difficult one. It's a difficult one for me.
I don't know. I don't think you'd be too far down, TSG.
I don't, because we're not top 4. I'm thinking, all right.
No.
But then when I'm looking at how we're playing,
I don't think you'd be top 4.
Because I was pissed off when we first watched Sheffield United. I was pissed off.
Nah, not.
We should have won that.
Not top 4. I reckon you'd be about maybe 10th.
10th
or 9th, somewhere around there.
But what annoys me is that we relied on Hazard so much, and it's just brought us down to what reality is now.
Yeah, well, people were saying to you at the time that your club relies too much on Hazard.
I know that,
and the fans just kind of like went, "Oh, you know what? He's going to be here forever," and he buggered off. Of course, he buggered off. Should have been looking for a player to replace him.
But we weren't able. I think what Sarri bought, what Christian Pulisic, and he was like, "What? He doesn't do half of what Hazard does." But
so it goes.
For financial, it's hard. Man. For us, it's just hard because we've got Wolves on Saturday.
Yeah.
I predicted we'll win 3-2. That's what
you reckon.
That's what I predicted.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm not even. It's not even a confident prediction. I'm just like because Wolves.
I reckon it'll be 2-2.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. It'll probably be 2. That's the worst thing.
I reckon it'll be 2-2 because Wolves. When they're in the groove, they're good. Man.
They're United.
They're good.
They drew against United.
Well, there you go.
And speaking of Manchester United, what was it? They missed 2 penalties. Pogba missed one against Wolves.
Yeah.
And Rashford missed one. What do you think it is with Manchester United when it comes down to penalties when they have to put the ball in just the back of them?
You got my man up front there. What's his name?
Martial.
Martial.
But they don't give him how can I say? The ball to put the ball into the back of the net, because you always have that unreliable penalty taker.
Yeah.
In there, when Gerrard was there.
Yeah.
You would pick Gerrard. For
Yeah.
us, it was Lampard.
Yeah.
No. Okay, that was back in the day. Let's talk about, let's say, a season ago. Season ago would be Salah.
Mm.
For us to be Eden Hazard.
Yeah.
Who do you think it would be for Manchester United now? Because Pogba missed the penalty. Rashford missed it. And I think that's their 2 penalties.
I still think it's
Who do you think should
my
take
man
it?
up front. What's his name?
You think Martial should take the penalty?
Martial's confident. He knows how to put. He's a confident player, mate. I still think maybe they should make him the penalty taker.
Penalty taker.
Yeah, he knows how to score a goal. That guy.
Do you think Martial can? How can I say? Become one of the best strikers in the Prem. With this Manchester United team around him.
With a few added players in there, yeah, of course he can.
She added.
Yeah.
Would you say would Pogba have to go for him to score more
Yeah,
goals?
I reckon so. I think for starters, he doesn't do enough.
Yeah, because he lost the ball. What was it?
And there's too much hype on him as well.
They put so much hype on him.
If he walks out the street, it's hype on him. If he buys a car, there's hype on him. It's too much, mate. You don't need that in the club. You don't need that in the team.
They hyped him up so much because of how good he was at Juventus.
Yeah.
But yeah, that football is different.
Yeah, yeah.
Like completely different.
Yeah.
How it is. Do you think Ronaldo will? Do you think Ronaldo will retire at Juventus, or do you think he'll go back to United?
It would be lovely most of the fans want him to come back to Man United, innit?
Do you know
even a short season, if he played there, it would be great.
Another question I want to ask you. What player would you love to see come into the Premier League?
I haven't thought about that. I couldn't tell you.
Do you think Neymar could fit into the Prem? Because he's not. I don't think he's happy at Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, but
And
would he
there were rumours
want
about
to come here though? That's the question. And who would he play for? What team would he play for?
You'd probably pick
You'd probably pick Man City again, innit?
Either City.
And look at Man City; they're so strong already. It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, with Neymar as well.
Exactly.
Tear up the place.
It'd be too much, man.
Do you think Neymar's overrated? I don't think he's overrated. Actually.
No, I don't think he's overrated. But
I just think he dives too much for money.
He just gets himself into a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Look, last time it was tax evasion and all this type of thing. Come on, man. You can't be doing that.
And because I was watching, an Inter Milan thing, I forgot who they versed.
Yeah.
But they won 4-0 and Lukaku looked good on his debut.
Yeah.
You think it was a mistake for Manchester United to sell Romelu Lukaku?
No, he wasn't confident there.
He wasn't.
Nah, he wasn't confident enough. If you look at the way he was playing for Everton, he was hammering the balls and he didn't even think about it. He was doing the business. At Man United, his confidence went down, mate. He wasn't as confident as he was at Everton. Don't get me wrong. And also, he has that problem. His first touch is always crap.
Yeah. His first.
We all know it. We all know it. His first touch is crap. So when that ball comes out, he's more likely to lose it than control it.
Everyone knows when the ball goes over the top, he's going to flop.
Exactly.
I think he's good as false number 9. I think he can hold up the ball really well. That's just.
Yeah, he holds up the ball well. I'll give you that. But it's a confident thing with him. If he's the more confident he is, the more dangerous he is.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's just. Yeah, I don't think Man United really made a mistake in signing him, but it feels like you could have done a lot more.
Yeah.
Views are United. All right, that's the end of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Was it 1 hour and 9 minutes? Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
That's all right, man.
Yeah. If you guys enjoy this podcast, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Hit the subscribe button as well.
If you've got any topics you want us to talk about,
leave in the comments down below as well.
Leave in the comments.
Any topics, and we'll talk about them. This is our first podcast.
Yeah, man.
I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was good.
It was like a long one.
Good. Yeah. Good start, man.
Good start. We'll see you guys in a bit. And ladies, yeah.